which ended in March 2011. It included a home defeat to Bologna.
Hello everybody, welcome to live watchalong. Bologna versus Juventus in Serie A. Like, subscribe to the notification, rate the post, and let's have a good game.
A big Champions League game to come against Maccabi Haifa here this coming midweek.
There we go. Yeah, let's hope. Yeah, we just gotta wait. Let's oh yeah. Good North, let's see what North London clubs there is. There might be a lot.
Well, this is a huge game for Max Allegri for obvious reasons. Their form has not been good stylistically. I think since the start of the season they haven't been particularly entertaining. And this is a huge game, especially coming off the back of the Monza.
I'm having a look now because the area that
he is a man that's under pressure, so they need a performance, Juve, but they need a win.
Made 6 changes to the Juve side that began that historic loss at Monza before the international break. As McKennie flicks it inside here. Milik, one of those who returns tonight. Plenty of space to run into here for Alexandra. Kostic.
Juventus versus Bologna. They're wearing the brand new away kit. Juventus.
Yeah, he's better than that, Locatelli. Good early pressure though from Juve, especially down the left-hand side. I think that's where the bright spots have been. The relationship with Kostic and Dusan Vlahovic. Good service in from that left-hand side.
I'm still trying to have a look at North.
A fast start is needed.
North London is actually quite hard to find out which teams are in there.
His press conference that from today a new season begins for Juventus. Acknowledges that last month went badly. Said the statistics don't lie. But he still seems to feel he's looking at the positive side of things and feels that Juve can still have a good season, that they have time on their side in that respect. Certainly starting this game well.
Yep.
In the box. Kostic with the cross.
Ah, here we go. North London football teams. There are 7 clubs that play in the highest. We already know that. We want. I'm having a look at football in London, but they don't do it like geographically, which is wrong, which you should, because some people might want to know what teams are in different areas.
With Inter during his playing days, hoping for his first win as Bologna coach in Turin.
Ah, it slightly tells you where they are. If you want East London, that's Millwall. Because it says founded in East London, but then they moved south towards Bermondsey. So originally they were East London. Originally. But I'll have to try and find out the areas. Ah, here we go. This will make it easier. So we've actually got. Here we go. We can do it like that. So I think I might have been able to sort it out now. You just type the football stadium in and you just get like the postcode and you put it onto Google Maps. Then you might be able to find what's around the area that way. And then it makes it a lot more easier.
Good hold of play that from Arkadiusz Milik. Got his body in against the centre back. Protected the ball well.
Here we go. Here we go. I found Arsenal.
Made his Brazil debut in that 3-0 win.
I'm using that as the. Alright. Yeah.
The game plan from Bologna tonight to try and be as stubborn as possible early on.
Wow.
Keep hold of the ball.
Well, they'd have been very encouraged coming into this, wouldn't they, with Salernitana's performance against Juventus.
Oh, absolutely. But very fragile.
There's a couple that I think I'm gonna find here because you're near to Hat. You need to Hatton. There is one on here I think that I won't be able to find because they're quite small, but I know they are a football team. It's called the Hackney Wick. Yeah, because you're not far from Hackney.
Not particularly exciting.
Quite run for Vlahovic. It was stuck clear by Nico Yanis.
That's why I'm just trying to have a look, seeing what we can find around.
I think he's a man, Vlahovic, that needs service. I think the times that I've watched Juve this season, it feels like he's got to do an awful lot of work to get chances.
Yeah, because there's Arsenal, there's...
He scored his first goal from open play since the 15th of August while on international duty with Serbia. It was interestingly set up by Kostic, that goal. Given away by Danilo. Here's Sansone.
Oh, I found Tottenham Hotspur Football Club.
Came off the back of Soriano. Shouting, the Dutch international.
That's what they have to pray on him. Bologna, when they get hold of the ball, find some passes.
Actually, it's a football club actually called HD All Stars Football Club.
A little bit anxious.
Another loose pass from a Juventus player. Sansone with the attempted cross that was blocked by Locatelli. But positive signs here for the Rosso Blue.
Yeah, very good. Very good start.
That's good.
Stiensnik back in the side today. In his third appearance of the season, the player who drops out, Perrin, was given Juve's Player of the Month award before the game. 6-goal injury. First corner of the game for Bologna. Plenty of yellow in the box as well. Came out to be struck, and it was with some ferocity by Orsolini.
Here we
Very good defensive header though from Danilo.
probably won't.
Got himself in a really good position.
What there? Lot of teams in London.
Touch from
Here we go.
Locatelli.
This is going to make it easier.
Rema.
There's a lot of teams. There's a lot of non-league teams in London. Because you got teams like AFC Croydon Athletic.
Into top touch by Boniface.
There's a couple I have heard of. Because you got like Bournemouth. You got Bill. But apparently, around the London and surrounding areas, Billericay is in the surrounding areas of London.
They've played well in 1 or 2 games, even though results haven't gone their way. So he's looking for a little bit of stability. Maybe thinking 1 or 2
Oh, I've heard of them.
games, trying to find a formation.
Edgware. I've heard of Enfield.
Personnel that's going to gel.
Still very early days. It's only his second game in charge. Thiago Motta wasn't
Trying to find out where I can't believe Bologna's manager is Thiago Motta.
Yeah, I think that's the hard part for a new coach.
Thiago Motta used to play for Inter Milan and he's ex-PSG player. So that's just outside. That's just outside London, and it's so basically Enfield's just above London and near Barnet. So it's actually quite north. You would say that's North London more or less, because it's just
I can't get used to it.
because they've moved around. They used to have a home, but then it got demolished.
They should be wearing black and white.
Exactly. Exactly.
Let's see what other teams are on here, because there is some other teams on here I have heard of which are London based. FC Rome. Oh.
Sansone.
I found a team here who is called FC Romania.
Those back-to-back Champions League games with
Yeah.
games they're fully
The FC you got Dorking.
League games to come as well against the champions Milan.
I want to find the most
Against Torino coming up as well as Rabiot looks
very unusual stuff is what I'm trying to look.
Yeah, I think that'll be the true test. That'll be
There is some one that's called Epsom and Wells,
what they need.
and you got actually there's an actual team called Fisher.
They are trying to gain a little bit of confidence.
I've heard.
putting the pressure on
I found Fisher, but
I'm thinking, take 3 points
where their
this season,
stadium is,
get a positive result in the Champions League.
it's it's near Canary Wharf. So it's around that area is where their ground is.
Had a whole fortnight to stew on their first league defeat of the season. Monza's first
Is there any other? Yeah,
victory
Ilford, heard of them. Custodians, heard of them.
tonight. Looked to make a fast start, but
Custodians is definitely in London. We definitely know.
De Silvestri, who will have particularly felt the departure of
That's
Mihailovic.
They're based in Norbiton, which is Kingston upon Tyne.
4 clubs he's been managed by
Yeah.
Mihailovic at.
Or, yep, or if you want to go even more weird on the football team side of things, there's a team called Metropolitan Police.
Ultras who said that he's never been a leader and never will be. That was after he led that apology from the players after the defeat at Monza, which didn't go down particularly well.
Here we go, let's see here, because this will be in... Yeah, I'm just having a look to find out if any of these that I've said could find out what leagues they're in. I know there might be Ishmael.
The problem is when you look around the Juve team, there's not a lot of leaders out there. He's the
Yeah, I'm just having a look to find out. Yep, and they play in the...
Locatelli, who could ultimately step forward in respective leadership.
Yeah, and...
Allegri's been asked a lot
yeah,
opportunities that Locatelli's
and they play in the Evil Stick
not had
Southern League.
team maybe at times. He's certainly got one tonight in that midfield.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit of rhythm, Locatelli. Stay away from injuries, churn out the games, get his fitness levels back up again. Brilliant player.
I think Juventus will win this game comfortably. But you never know. Yep, they play it.
McKennie. Milik.
Yep, their actual ground is called Imber Court.
Vlahovic was in there too, but the cross block by
Is the actual name of the ground.
Just needs better delivery, good link-up play.
Imber Court Stadium, there we go, I found it.
Locatelli. Adrian Rabiot.
Ah, now I can understand why they called it that, because they called it Imber Court and they're literally right next to the River Ember. So it makes a bit more sense. I'm trying to find out where this actually is. So I found the ground. It's literally trying to find out. Ooh, let's go a bit further up. Any well-known places that I've found yet? Yep, Hampton Court. So they're literally. So basically they're Kingston upon Tyne. So it's up that area. So it's like going into London. Ah, that makes more sense now. Now I get where they are. Because it's basically Kingston upon Tyne and Twickenham. Oh, they're not far from Fort Park. And not far from Cobham. But they're not they're on the outskirts of London. Come on, I gotta find some interesting ones. Yes! This makes it even better. This is the best one so far. You want to go even more weird on the names? What about Punjab United? Yeah, there's that actual team. But they're all of Indian nationality. They play at Elite Venue, is the name of the ground. Yep. Punjab. I just think it's funny, Punjab United. They play in the Kent Hurlaman Football League. They play in the league in Kent.
Some better moments in the game early on this from Juve.
Oh, I found the ground. Ah, it's the ground that they play at is basically based in Gravesend. So they're based in Gravesend.
Yeah, it's almost a box of four, isn't it? The two centre backs and the two holder midfield players.
I want to find some the most interesting names, because it just makes it weird what names you can call a football club these days.
Creating chances, scoring goals has been an issue for Juve this season.
Ooh.
So much talk
What
about
else is
lack of
there
service
on
into
here?
that
Which is
match.
in. Now this one, you can understand where this is going to be based because of the names exactly of where they are. The team is called Uxbridge.
By himself this season more than Juve have got.
Uxbridge.
Especially when you look across the back line, more so in midfield.
So that's just. So we know where they're going to be based. It's basically going to be in Uxbridge. Because why would you not call yourself Ux? I have to have a look. Because I love looking at non-league teams because there's so many different ones. Uxbridge FC. Yeah, it's just called Uxbridge Football Club.
Get the free kick.
Yeah, there's Oxford United and there's Oxford City. I know that because I've seen them play, but I've never been to Oxford City's ground. But yep, spot on. I was right saying that
They've only had
Oxbridge, and they're
25
playing
shots on
Oxbridge.
target before tonight in Serie A so far this season, an average of 3.6
I don't
per
think
match.
they're
That's their
in
lowest tally
a
ever.
well-known
7 games
area.
in a Serie A season since Opta started recording that.
Ah, now we get where they are now. So the ground is basically near Hayes.
It's a good job he did really from a Juve perspective.
So they're near Hayes. So I don't know if that's inside London or might be outside of London. Wow, so managed to find another football club that's actually not on the list, but I managed to find it, which is called Sandgate. There's an actual team called Sandgate. Yep. You know that Uxbridge are the nearest actual non-league club with a stadium to Heathrow Airport. Yeah. But there is apparently, from what I've watched, that there is a football club which actually plays just behind, in front of Heathrow Airport. So aeroplanes go over the stadium. That is called Bedford Football and Social Club, but they're called Bedford Football Club. Planes literally go over the stadium, because literally behind their stadium is basically the bit where they got to land into the airport is literally behind the stadium, which I think is quite cool.
It's quiet and feel like a testimonial game.
Yeah. Shit, boy.
As I said before, the fans watching Juve this season.
Yeah.
Not been entertained really.
Interesting non-league. In
Rabio. Alexandra.
who?
Rabio. Kostic. Behind the ball here for Bologna. It's whether Juve have the guile, have the craft, have the creativity to break them down. Kostic. Vlahovic. Kostic. And McKennie's header. Certainly getting himself in the box, the American international.
Well, not a lot's happened in 18 minutes in this game.
In the first 20 minutes of the game
Nice, Juventus are going for it. It's just they just can't break them down.
Trying to get crosses in the box. Players from midfield trying to join Milik and Vlahovic.
I'm trying to look for interesting. Here we go. Which clubs have got the best names in non-league football?
Bologna are yet to keep a clean sheet.
Because there are some absolute weird names.
Feeling that perhaps a little unlucky to lose at home to Empoli in Thiago Motta's first official game in charge. Empoli's first win of the season, but Bologna did.
I want some interesting non-league, but we don't want to go in. We need to go back. Have a look. Funny non-league names. Oh, this will be interesting. Oh yeah, there's a team called Penistone Church FC. That's up in Sheffield that I have heard of.
I think Bologna just shy of 20 minutes to be quite happy. Not been under too much stress.
With the header, calmly dealt Bonifazi, Sosa,
Yep.
Juve's throw it.
Yeah, if you want. Yep, if you want to go even weirder than that, Dorking have done exactly the same. But there's his. He's managed to get him. He's managed to get him promoted. He's the actual owner. He's the one who started their club up. If it wasn't for him, Dorking wouldn't be a football club because he basically saved him from going out of business. Here we go. Let's see what interest. Yeah.
Juventus, a 3-2 win for Genoa back in April 2009.
Yeah, I just want some interesting team names. Potter's Bar Town.
Victory against the old lady tonight.
That's actually not a bad name, but it's not a weird one. Not an. Because I'm looking for just not weird names, but ones that are just basically for English football. You don't expect that to be a name that you hear, that you would hear every day. Oh, Biggleswade. Where we got Bromsgrove, you got Hitchin Town, Leaston, Lowestoft Town. Oh, what a name for a football club! Sports. Here we go. Peterborough Sports Saturday.
Alexandra.
What a name!
Danilo. Bremer. McKenny.
I think that's funny. St Ives Town FC, Stourbridge.
Yeah, they're certainly being patient.
McKenny.
Good passage of play, just showing about that potential.
What else? What else? What else? What else? Come on, there's got to be some interesting teams there.
Well, when you've got Vlahovic
What's
and
it?
Milik, who are
There's a team called Poole Town.
Make sure you put the crosses in for them.
Yep.
Soriano, the player who went to ground.
Wow. Weston's. Yep.
Some debate as to whether he will remain a Bologna player beyond this season. His current contract.
Oh, come on, please have some interesting one. You got, yep, Grays Athletic, Fieldstone, and Waltham United.
Nikoyanis with the throw.
There are some very interesting ones. Yep. Yep. Which ones on here? You got, Guernsey FC. Yep, you got to travel over to Channel Island to play them.
So many stories and rumours swirling around in Italy and beyond about the future of Allegri, because of course
there's a play. Wow, here's another one called Sittingbourne. There's a place called Sittingbourne, which they've got a football club called Sittingbourne FC. 1-0. Yep. Finally, it's took 24 minutes for a goal. Someone who scored on debut. I'm trying to figure out who it is. It's Kostic. Yeah, but they signed from Frankfurt. I don't think we Chelsea signed a player from Real Madrid. I can't remember who we signed from Real Madrid. What a goal! Kostic on the wow, good finish. If you want to think this is very funny when it comes to football clubs, there's a football club here called Three Bridges. Yeah. Oh. There's a team that I've actually been to in non-league called Whitehawk. Because I've been to their ground and it's absolutely rubbish.
Now they've had that breakthrough.
Philip
It's
Kostic
happened
1-0.
Well, when you score, you
I didn't think I would be seeing a goal in this game.
should free up.
There's got to be some other good teams in this one.
Be a test now
Ah,
for Bologna.
Chipstead. What a name,
So,
Chipstead.
yeah, their reaction here will be interesting. Shouting. Dominguez.
Staines, 2 to the Mitcham, Oxbridge. Where? There's a team called Where. Do you not know where they're going?
With the cross, which is harmless enough.
Yeah, I think we're very blessed, Adam, when we look at how much data and how much stats
Yep, Kovacic.
we've got around the game in general. But there's something
What a
that
player.
can be measured, and that's the player's confidence. It's absolutely huge.
It's Mateo Kovacic is who we bought. Everyone knows who he is. Everyone knows who he is.
And winning and playing well. breeds
Who else is in
confidence.
this league, which is interesting? Dick Cott Town. What? Yep. Oh, I love this name because it's. He played on Saturday against Paris.
I think there's been a
Yeah.
change in attitude, I think,
He started.
I've seen in the first
Said
25 minutes.
Niots. Yep.
Gone
Said
by.
Niots.
Juve
Said
players
Niots
just
Town.
being rigid, playing in their position. They're playing a 4-4-2.
Yeah,
See
Matteo
Weston McKennie
Kovacic.
trying to get forward. See Locatelli trying to spray passes. Well, I think games over the last
Yeah.
few weeks have just kept the
Barnstable
not really
Town,
going
Basingstoke,
anywhere. Everyone
which
quite static in their
I've been to
position.
their ground, which is shite.
For Juve, it's been much better.
Froome. Wow.
Bremer,
Froome. What a name for a What a name for a football team. Froome Town.
what if that's it?
And you got a team called Highworth Town. There's some interesting names.
Arnautovic it was, Stu. And he caught him very late, didn't he?
Who else? Wales, Winchester. Oh, come on, get to the good stuff.
Probably frustration there for Arnautovic, not seeing too much of the ball.
I want to see some most weird names.
Maybe aware floods are devastating
Oh.
Pakistan, submerging vast
Bold-
areas of land,
Bold
leaving
Mayor
civilians
St.
in
Michael's.
need of urgent help. We're supporting
Covent-
the DEC
yeah.
floods appeal
I'm just looking up the most weirdest things. Coventry
If
Spinks.
you'd like to help, you can text BT Sport, all one
I think
word
that's
to
actually quite a sick name, having
66000.
Spinks as a name for a club.
Going to the
Spinks.
appeal. Your donation could be life-saving. Thank you.
There's a football team called Romulus.
Having challenged by
We're not going back to the Middle Ages.
Bonucci with a towering header forward.
We ain't going back to the Middle Ages on that one.
Good test this for Thiago Motta's men being 1-0 down away from home. Good test of who wants the ball.
I have no idea. I have literally no idea.
Moreno was slow there. And here's Kostic. He's full of confidence.
Oh, Felipe Kostic, I thought you were going to bang yourself another there.
Better though from Juve.
Let's see how some other games are getting on.
Rabia loses it.
Yeah,
Dominguez.
0-0.
Arnautovic.
Let's see what else. Leon versus Lens is also 0-0. Well,
Sosa.
so it said here, Ronaldo stayed on United's bench for Man City more in out of
Always makes me
respect.
chuckle slightly, Adam, when I see Rabiot give the
Said
ball away,
Ten Hag.
the sort of panic.
Yep.
Max Allegri
So he
gives
said
the
it's
look to the game.
for being out of respect, so he wasn't treating him or anyone with respect. But what are you going to do with Ronaldo?
Do you remember it?
Yeah, I do. He's a funny one for me, Rabiot, Don. He's a guy who's so decorated in his career. He's won so much. He regularly gets in the French squad, but I can't say I've seen him have too many good games for Juventus. I think we disagree.
Yep.
We do, yeah. I think he's better in a 3. I think when you play him in a 3 and you've got a midfield player, especially a holding midfield player, whatever style, as you see the Kostic finish, you like the holding midfield player.
Felipe
Felipe
Kostic.
Protects the back line, good going forward, or a Sergio Busquets who plays the game like a quarterback. But I think when you play Rabiot in a 3, I think it takes a little bit of pressure off. I think it's hard work for him in a 2.
A player that signed for Atletico Madrid.
Hasn't featured since that loss to his former club.
Oh,
PSG in early September.
Luis Felipe.
Rabiot, but in the side tonight.
We signed someone from Real Madrid for Atletico Madrid for 1 season. He won the league. Then we decided I'm going to go back to Atletico Madrid.
Well, physically, athletically, he has
Felipe
so much,
Luis.
hasn't he, but
What's his name?
It's hard push to say that he punches his weight in respect of all the qualities that he clearly has as a footballer, and athletically, physically. Does he punch his weight is probably...
Well, I think when you watch him, I think because of his quality, maybe you want him to do a little bit more.
The ball here. He's probably going to score a screen tonight.
It's not, but a lot of the fans were saying he should have played Ronaldo. A lot of the fans were saying he should have played him. Oh, that should be 2-0. How has Milik missed that from like 3 yards out?
Well, where was the marking? Where was the defending? Because Milik could have actually took a touch. He was in so much space.
Now perhaps a counter on here for the Rosso Blue.
Oh, Napoli are doing alright, but they've not faced anyone big yet. Oh, except for AC Milan, which they won.
Oh, I'm not sure there was a foul there. I think that's the best he was going to get out of that scenario.
Yeah, we've only faced AC Milan and won.
Juventus midfield players to get back into position.
United.
I don't think there's a foul whatsoever there from Kostic.
Yeah, Napoli's next league game is against a newly promoted side on Sunday next week.
There. Went for it first time. Took it on the volley, not clean. But again, better from Juve, creating chances.
Wow, so you're going to bed early.
I think if he had that opportunity back again, as I said, he'd take a touch and find a corner.
Kostic's goal, the difference, but Bologna have not created from open play as yet, with the chance here from this free kick.
I'm so surprised that buses will run at that time.
And normally you're taught in this sort of situation because it's too straight.
I bet it'd be too far for you to walk.
Before the cross comes in.
You would walk it.
It's driven in.
But you might need to get the thing that most people use, the bike lock.
Comfortably over in the end from
Yeah, so that so when you go to it, you can lock it up, knowing that it's safe. I don't think your boss will allow that. I bet most people at McDonald's do that. Oh, it's stabbed me right in the finger. Well, I got my snack to have later and my drink. Arkadiusz Milik, who should have been playing for Napoli, and he basically signed for Juventus on loan when he was at loan at Marseille.
I think that's his MO tonight from Allegri, Weston McKennie. Not get too bogged down and getting hold of the ball, just getting the ball.
The one thing I'll be surprised if it doesn't happen today, if Real Madrid do not beat Osasuna. Now that would be a shock. If Real Madrid do not beat Osasuna.
He put it a top team. They add a second here. Kostic just over the head of Vlahovic. Rabiot with the header. Giannis then got it clear.
There's quite a lot because we've made a lot of mistakes for fine. Oh, there's. I think a lot of players at first would have said this, but then he turned out to be a fan's favourite, which was Jonathan Mikel, but he did not. There's a couple, but the one I would always say would be Baba Rahman. Baba Rahman, who actually plays for Reading, plays on loan at Chelsea, and he's not played a single minute for us, and we've had him for 7 years. And he's played no minutes for us.
Locatelli. Arnautovic. Dominguez.
Oh no, I got one that's even worse, and you hate it when I mention this player sometimes. Igor Stefanov. That's my one for Arsenal. Oh, what's the other? There is one other player that I would put up on that bracket, but this guy's even worse. Called William Bogart. We bought him, made no appearances, and didn't go to any other club on loan. He just stayed at Chelsea and did nothing. He went to Chelsea just for them. He went to Chelsea just for a paycheck, which I don't like players if they go to football clubs just not to play and just to get money. If you're there to play, or you want to go there to play football, go and play football. If you're not, go somewhere else.
How will he feel, do you think, Don, about the first 35 minutes?
Allegri?
Yeah.
Oh, he'll be happy. Absolutely.
Allegri.
Not just the scoreline, but the way Juve have played.
Yeah.
Dominguez.
Massimo Allegri, he was linked with the Chelsea job before Graham Potter was announced.
As I said, weeks gone by watching Juve, you felt as though you're watching the minutes ticking by and you thought, they don't create anything, they're not going to score. Not having good moments.
I'm trying to think who else was on the... I'm trying to think who was up on the top, who was up with him. Other one that was basically at the same standings of who was wanted to be manager, other than Potter, was Pochettino. But you got to think, we got one of the richest, we got one of the most richest owners in the Premier League at the moment, or one of them. It seems to be one to be splashing the money around. At least we can say we've got an owner who's willing to do something. Because at the moment he's got rid of Chelsea's entire staff. He's trying to get a whole brand new board in. At the moment he's the sporting director, so he's in charge of transfers and everything. So that's boring. And he's trying to also at the moment trying to get us 2 feeder clubs. So he's trying to do quite a lot. Also like being. Yeah. That's what he's trying to do at the moment. So it's like we can always look at these players from, it's like Man City got New York City in America and they got Melbourne City in Australia. That's their feeder clubs. Where, yeah. So they got them and then you can look at those players and see, oh, that player looks good, we'll try and see if he wants to come over to us and stuff like that. And you can take them and they can, that means players like, oh, our players can go out on loan.
Not doing well in Europe. And the thing is with Juve is because they're such a big club, you expect a club like Juve and a manager like that to be at the very top.
He did what he needed to do. He did well with us. He won everything he needed. He won everything.
With the throw.
No, because he only went because originally he didn't went to Man City first. He went to New York City, and then to Man City on their own. So that's why a lot of us are not that annoyed by it, because originally it's New York City. But the only thing is we went. The one bit that a lot of people thought we would all be annoyed by, Lampard scoring against us, we weren't. We weren't, because you can't be angry at someone who's treated your club like their own for 13 years. You just can't. You can't go and boo a legend like him. It'd be like if Thierry Henry in his career, if he ever played against Arsenal and scored, you wouldn't want to boo him. But we never did when he played against us. And
Liverpool at home.
Yeah. And Lampard, good Samaritan that he was, didn't celebrate his goal, which was a good thing. And then as soon as Lampard scored, and our supporters know what that, his name got sang. You could literally hear, and you'd be thinking, the most weirdest thing you could ever think. You would be thinking in your head, Why are the fans singing about a player who doesn't play for them anymore? But it's due to that love and the history and what he's done for you.
Showed a lot more ambition.
Absolutely, and Monza and the teams that they played before.
It's like we still sing about Frank Lampard, even though he never played, hasn't played for a while, and he's retired. We still sing about John Terry, and he's retired. It's like a lot of teams will sing about legends who don't even play anymore because of what they've done. It's like you would do it about, Arsenal would do it about like Henry and Bergkamp and all like that.
Giannis on the outside here. Goes the cross and De Silvestri
Yeah.
arriving.
Yeah.
Created a decent opening there.
Better. I think Bonucci's took the sore one.
Yeah. Yeah. And the song that we have for Frank Lampard, the fans thought he scored. The entire away section burst out in singing the song that we all used to sing for Frank Lampard when he played for us. And that just shows what? That was when he played for Man City. Because it was just the one it's the one that you hear all the time. You hear Everton sing, it's just super Frankie Lampard. It's the one that Chelsea are, it's the most one that everyone knows that Chelsea sing.
Juventus.
Yeah, and then after the game, and this is a rarity. You don't really see this in football. You saw Lampard walk up to the away section, clapping the away fans, and that shows he loves Chelsea wherever he went after us and played against us. Because Drogba did exactly the same. He got a reception. He got a reception coming back when he played against for Galatasaray against in Champions League. But the good thing is he didn't score, and then and then the second leg he even went and did exactly the same as what Lampard did. He tried to look for where supporters were. He wasn't wearing any Chelsea shirt at the time, playing for Galatasaray. He pointed to the badge and pointed to them, saying I still love the club. And that's what you love about players like that. And Drogba's done a lot for us, and he wants to. It's like that when you can. Yeah. That's why I'm hoping.
I think Bologna at this point in the game have got to show a little bit more ambition.
If you're doing a statue, there's about 3 players Chelsea fans would say deserve one. But if you say you to pick 1-4, it would have to be Lampard or Terry. Because they're more loved, but Terry's. There's only one, and it's Peter Osgood, and he's actually called King of Stamford Bridge, and that guy's buried underneath the penalty spot at Stamford Bridge. So Chelsea are literally week in week out now, every season, and now playing. And when you're taking a penalty in front of the shed, you are basically taking a spot kick literally on top of the greatest player to ever play for Chelsea Football Club. He was known as greatest player to play then they did a vote just when Zola left in 2003 to vote for the greatest player to ever play for us in like 21st century, and Zola won the award. So the 2 greatest players ever played for us are Gianfranco Zola and Pierre Osgood. The guy's a magician. Zola was a magician, and no, everybody hated playing against him.
Good challenge by Shoughton.
Yeah.
With the form that he's been in has attracted the likes of Man United and Juve.
What?
People are looking at him.
I think they're probably looking at
Hello. Thank you for the support. It's just not a lot's happening in the game.
His own admission. I remember him saying that when he was at Inter,
Yeah,
in his own words, he wasn't professional.
Yeah, I'm just having a nice conversation, and then also if people ask me questions, I'm just going to answer them and tell people if anything happened in the game, because not really. Yeah, because not really that much is happening. Not really that much happening in the game.
Well, sometimes the penny drops. You know, sometimes you have that light bulb moment where you think your career's sort of flashing.
My name is Mick Foley, bang bang. I think that's a legend. What a legend.
An enigma, a guy that you thought the red mist was coming down at any single time. But I think everyone watching Arnautovic over the years, wherever he's been, you can tell he's a talented footballer.
Come on, Bologna! Score, Bologna! Oh, come on, Bologna!
Maybe the attitude, the work rate, however you want to put it, has been questioned at times.
And sometimes for managers,
If anybody's watching, any friends watching, hi!
younger days can't be high maintenance. It can be hard to work with.
Final minutes of the first half. Juve on the attack. The question asked on right after they scored the goal was would they...
And the one player that you said who's very decent, scores for Juventus, Filip
Since
Kostic.
then, they've gone a little bit flat, maybe trying to protect the scoreline going in at half time.
And there is the half-time whistle. Kostic with his first
Half time,
Juventus goal.
folks, 1-0 Juventus.
Goal of that first half. We'll hear what the two Jameses made of it shortly, but at half-time in Turin, Juventus 1, Bologna 0.
So we do not say anything about that football club. No, we don't. Yeah, and when he plays against Hearts, he'll get injured. We can win. But against Rangers, we were unlucky. The referees in Scotland like to run very quickly to give red cards more than the English refs. So who do you guys think is going to win? 4 votes, 100% Juventus. Ah, but don't my house belong. Don't be mean. It's nice. Having a nice old latte. A nice cold latte, folks. Istanbul, Bahakshir. Yeah, that's how I say it. Or I could be Papadopoulos. Oh, Socrates, Papadopoulos. Or you go Costa Metrogu. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, it's... I know, I'm just doing another, putting another report for you guys. Are Juventus going to win the league? No. Who's going to win Serie A? Napoli. Who's going to win the Premier? Who's going to win the Premier League? Manchester City. What you guys? Oh. Yeah. There you go, folks. That's for you to click. That's retro as heck. Oh, and come on, yeah, come on, yeah. Beat Juventus, please. Yeah. I made a decision. I'll pick a different game because it turns out this actually has a goal. The other game hasn't had a goal yet, and that kicked off near enough the same time. Yep. And well done, Penrith Panthers. No, I'm disappointed for a friend, but I'm happy because at least I've not been looked like an absolute idiot with saying that Cronulla were going to win the whole thing. So I've not made myself look like an absolute fool, and said that the Eels wouldn't. Slightly, I got away with it on that one. Yeah. Oh, come on, anything else? Yep, full time and welcome to the Super League, Lee Centurions. They won 44-12. Guys, want to vote in the poll?
But they are
So guys, go and vote in the poll. What did you guys think of the first half?
And it really comes from a Bologna mistake because you see Nicolas Sansone here coming inside.
Go and check on some results for you guys.
Vlahovic is just allowed to carry that ball and then just plays out. So it's a great finish.
The Ukrainians.
Really tight angle. It's not a deflection.
It's Real Madrid 0, Osasuna 0.
In the Bologna goal, you'll see Vlahovic release him there. Lorenzo Di Silvestri slides in.
Half time in League 1, it's Lens 0, Lyon 0.
Pushing it into his own net, but yeah, it's been a bright-ish start from Juventus.
It is if you're watching ESG.
And it's nice to see the Serbian pair there combining, as they have been for the national side. For Bologna, though, that didn't seem to.
It gets my head in having to hear my own voice.
To come out of their shells a little bit more to try and equalise. In fact, it was Juve who had the other big chance of that first half.
Yeah, Milik.
So have a nice drink. Cheers to you all.
Since he signed it, it was a shame he was suspended for the game against Mons. Remember, he was suspended because he got a second yellow card for celebrating a goal that was then disallowed.
How on earth did Milik not score that? You're reaching right in front of goal, you boy! Even I could have scored that with my eyes closed.
Hard to know what to make of Bologna, really. Just on the edge of the relegation zone, facing a
AKA, we don't call them Bologna, we just call them Bologna.
They're not closing down.
Because they can't seem to create a chance.
Not really had much in the way of a chance so far.
No, Arnautovic has actually had to come short to try and yeah, I mean, if I'm Thiago Motta right now, I'm saying, lads, it's Juventus. It's not Juventus goal. It's one that can be got at. Yeah, there's enough talent in this Bologna team to do.
What's so good about Montpellier? What's so bad about Montpellier?
Signed on the back of a very good season at Anderlecht.
Oh, they went on to Toulouse.
With a moment of brilliance.
I don't get it now.
We need to see them be more aggressive and just not just stand off Juventus.
I think that's funny.
Too much respect, which is pretty surprising given where Juventus are at the moment.
Right, do they deserve that respect? I guess maybe we'll find out in the second half. For now, though, only one goal in it between Juve and Thiago Motta's.
Come on, I'm getting sick of hearing my own voice. It's like the devil. What you think it's hilarious? Oh, great! I'm team. Cherry Bakewell. Cherry Bakewell. Very staple British treat. If you want a good Bakewell, the always best place to go to is an actual place called Bakewell, which was near where I was from. It's always the best. Hopefully we get some more goals in the second half, folks. Oh no, don't remind me. Oh. Oh, is it more hilarious than saying, oh, Paul Mullen scoring right at the end of the game to Rex and win a game to go top, and fucking Maiden and winning, Legends, they're not legends. Chesterfield have only beaten them once in 4 years. Yeah. Yeah, they're the worst. We got the worst record out of any team we've ever played in non-league. They are them. It's Maynard. We've only managed to beat him away. We can't beat him at home. Goal for Real Madrid. It's Vinny J. Vinicius Jr. And in MLS, it's Portland Timbers 0, LAFC 0. Bologna, 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 Bologna. Come on, the team in yellow. Bologna, Bologna, Bologna. Can't believe he said that we were lucky at getting a win against Palace when it was a good win. Yeah, and Luke said that we didn't deserve it. Ayo. Yeah, but the only person who's worse than us for not coming on even if we win us or draw, aka Rushy, who lost to Man City embarrassingly and not come on here because he's crying. I bet he's crying. Get in, Haaland. Get Haaland. See. What? What then?
That's Tuesday, Wednesday from 7:45 on BT Sport 1. All right, we're set for the second half. Notes of guarded positivism.
Oh, they've been here before, James.
Why does Weston McKennie look like he's got the same haircut as Reece James and with the one bit of different colour?
Lost that game, so fragile positivity. I wonder if we'll get to see Thiago Motta bring on Lewis Ferguson, the Scottish midfielder who joined from Aberdeen in the summer, to replacing Aaron Hickey. One Scot in, another Scot out.
What about your worst enemy, Leonardo Bonucci?
A first victory in 6 matches. Can they hang on? Can they build on this lead? Let's find out with our commentators, Don Hutchison.
Golden, I like that name. Golden.
Thank you, James. I think, first of all, Don, it'd be interesting to further that.
It's not a bad team, but and they look like they got a decent manager in Thiago Motta.
Whether if they were to get at them, they might be vulnerable.
I think so. I think if Thiago Motta had his time back again, when he
Now,
that team top
oh no,
again,
David.
would be get at Juve, the confidence is low. You see the stadium, there's not many fans in, but they've not really produced an attacking performance. Bologna, that's made it quite comfortable, I think, for Juve to get into their stride.
Second half underway, folks.
Certainly hoping to recover from a largely poor.
Let's hope for a banging second half.
Mihajlovic sacked on the 6th of September after they took 3 points from their first.
We're not going to go that far because we want it to be. We want it to be friendly.
Pressure on Bonifazi.
We did.
He's had a reasonably solid debut so far tonight.
Yeah, you're never quite sure what the methodology is.
Leeds is not as worse as Chelsea.
It could be that Thiago Motta's game plan is to make sure that they keep Juve down to 1. You wouldn't have planned for the 1. You obviously wanted the clean sheet, but now they're 1 behind. His plan might be, we'll stay 1 behind. If we don't create any chances, we'll have a good go in the last 20 minutes or so, but keep them tight. Try and force a little bit of anxiety.
Their kit that they're wearing in this is absolutely amazing.
Maybe we can take 1 or 2 chances at the end of the game by making subs and being more aggressive.
Sosa towards Arnautovic.
Not the new one. That is not a free kick to Juventus. Rabiot fell over his own stupid feet, the French kick.
Allegri's team talk would have been positive. He knows in the back of his mind that this game's not done, but he wouldn't have said that to his players. He'd have said more of the same second half, start well, make sure we get the next goal.
We can't be ashamed, we're top of the league.
He'd say the international break had been useful for him, talked about the opportunity to exchange ideas, as he put it, to understand the problems and try and find solutions.
That is a shock.
And perhaps this was aimed at critical supporters and the press. He said the tendency
Not that much.
the problems. Instead, we need to focus on solutions.
Absolutely, that's where
They played 8. They've all played 8.
Vital time on the grass to work with your players, to have conversations with the players.
Bologna! 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 Bologna!
Is that there are a lot of supporters who feel he is one of the problems.
Well, that's only
Napoli, you better win your next week game. You better win.
a valid one, but only he can fix it. The results, Allegri.
There will be those who still back him as well, but I don't think there's any doubt that there are a sizable number of Juventus fans who wouldn't be against the change.
Good luck to Ray.
What we can do is try and achieve some momentum. Big
Come on, Bologna!
now for Juventus. I don't know if the picture could look very different, couldn't it?
Well, that's
in
it.
2 weeks' time.
That's exactly it, Adam. You know, Juve stick 3 points on the board tonight, takes them 3 points behind Roma, takes them into 7th. Then we've got
Bologna!
Milan at San Siro,
Bologna! Bologna!
which is going to be
Bologna!
difficult. But if you think of trying to be positive and
With Juventus, you ain't win the league and you ain't coming close to us. Because we are legends. And we're going to win the league.
Silvestri is the player with the problem here. Of course, the focus tonight naturally on Serie A, but it's absolutely imperative that they beat Maccabi Haifa home and away.
Well, that's a must, surely.
Such an underwhelming start to the Champions League.
Come on, Bologna! It's taking that long. Hurry up, you Italian refereeing goblin.
Maccabi Haifa for granted. It's a double header again.
Because he's wearing green.
To put serious points on the board.
Sosa. Arnautovic gets the return. Sansoni had made a darting run.
Yeah, because he still did well for you. He scored quite a lot of goals for you that were important.
A gifted player, but really even been on the edge of the game so far. The number 7 for Bologna.
But the only one, yeah. But the one thing I will say is that.
Which is surprising, really, with a new head coach.
But one thing you can say is, Man United fans, not proper fans, they left at half time.
Intent as much as anything, but not seen too much of that tonight from them so far.
You should always stay. Proper fans always stay to the end. So being 4-0 down is not for everyone.
Arkadiusz Milik. Held back there. Polish international.
Oh. I've done worse. I've seen that again when I've seen my team or Sheffield when we've lost 6-0 and I've stayed right to the end. I've seen worse. I've seen worse.
It's a Robbie alone, but Juventus apparently are pretty keen to take up the option to buy. Kostic. Can he pick out Vlahovic? Can that bounce Shoughton?
Way! Have that, Vlahovic!
That's not a good finish.
Have that!
From Kostic, first time on the edge of the box, just before this strike.
Learn to keep the shot down. How high do you want the goal? You're not playing rugby, you're playing football.
Should have hit the target.
A pretty good start. Juventus for Milik, 2 goals in 4 games, and had that goal ultimately wrongly ruled out, didn't he, against Salernitana? That would have been the winner. And then had to serve that back.
No, but he did take it in the end.
A goal that ended up being disallowed.
And they also got to share the man of the match award.
Incredible. The fact that Juve were pining for the win.
Oh, Juventus are shite. Juventus are shite. Oh, Juventus are shite.
Vlahovic. Kostic goes on the outside. Milik to his right. They Silvestri. Kostic.
What did we have in that game?
Bologna!
3 players. It was unbelievable. And the fact that VAR didn't take a high.
Come on, Bologna. Do something, please.
Quite basic.
Except the best player that they've got, they got rid of him in the summer. Bologna, their best player that they had, they basically got rid of him. Oh, yeah, because he was voted their young player of the year last season.
It's been sliced by Bonucci and Orsolini trying
Who?
the acrobatics.
Well, I'm not sure he's ever scoring from there.
Yeah.
I mean, that is
And them two both left around the same time.
Head kick on the angle.
Orsolini again. It's a nervous attempted clearance that, wasn't it, from Bonucci? A little bit of encouragement perhaps for Bologna.
Yeah, they need to keep this up the away side. Try and keep some sort of pressure on Juve. Force them back.
Bologna! Yes.
Orsolini. De Silvestri goes on the outside. Soriano on the edge of the box. This is Shoughton. Yanis with the cross.
One thing,
By Alexandro.
weird that in football in UEFA they're not allowed to say that about that football club. They're not allowed to call them that in UEFA. Not allowed to.
There from Bologna. yellow shirts. and the
They have
box.
to call them
And of course,
FCSB
Arnautovic with the cross, which
because they actually don't own the rights to that name.
is going to be a goal kick.
Come on, Bologna, and come on, and out of it. You're shite, and you're shite for West Ham.
Gary Medel, who had started every game so far this season until tonight, is one of those sent to warm up. Tremendous.
Oh, come on, Bologna. Oh, come on, Bologna.
The Dutch forward who was entering
Bologna.
Bayern.
Misplayed it, hilarious.
Niato is perhaps another option, the Italian under-21 international.
Oh, it could be worse. It could be Leeds Aston Villa who played out a boring game.
Lovely combination there with Dominguez. Nico Yanis.
The only best part of that game was the sending off.
Second half.
He was a good player, Nico Yanis. He can try and get him higher up the pitch. Very good cross over the ball.
Johnson, he was excellent in the corresponding fixture last season. I remember one of the best players on the pitch in that 1-1 draw.
Oh my God!
They're Silvestri, but there are signs here of the Rosso Blue growing in confidence a bit.
Oh, it sounds like someone's missed.
Solini's header.
One thing that
Locatelli. Juve establish a 2-goal cushion.
the one thing I thought I was weird today. Monza actually won a game.
They do get themselves a free kick for the foul on Danilo.
Yeah, just sort of waiting for Juve to get going in this second half.
Lewis Hamilton would have been on his way to maybe winning that if he didn't crash.
Allegri.
He was fourth when he crashed. So that was the second win of the season for Monza. Sampdoria are bottom with 0 wins.
Paced out by Locatelli.
Yeah, he's looking Milik.
Do not let Juventus score Bologna.
Scanning there, Locatelli. Was unmarked. Okay.
Do not let him score. Do not, no.
Locatelli, and it was Danilo.
Way!
Far away.
Sit down. Sit down.
He should have done a little
How
bit
hard do you want the goal? We're not playing rugby.
flat. Maybe he just jumped a little bit early there, Danilo. He's trying to stay over the ball.
Oh, it's it. Oh, not that guy. Oh, no.
Shouting.
Bologna, don't go backward and side to side. Go forward. The goal is that way. Do you not know how to score a goal? Do you want to gain anything from this game?
Stall in the game because they're trying to survive by winning at 1-0.
But this is one of the big criticisms.
Bologna don't know the meaning of the word football.
Allegri, that this is the typical
Score in the goal. Score in the goal.
And they're growing in number. Feel that these are the situations where they have the quality to say, well, let's go and get a second.
Yeah, he's just moaning and moaning and moaning because he knows that he's not helping Leeds. You don't see any other club moaning. You don't see Liverpool moaning when they're playing not good.
Mentally, psychologically, they think, well, we've got the lead. If we can take minutes off the clock, we'll win.
Come on!
1-0.
Bologna! Bologna! Bologna!
The
Bologna!
second, let's get the third, let's bury the game. But they're not in that moment. They're not in
Come
that
on!
frame of mind.
Plenty forward here for
Oh,
Bologna.
what a bad corner that is.
Situation.
Go on!
Nico Yanis.
Why did you miss the header? You should shoot your twonk.
Counter, and they've got several forward here, and that's a lovely ball. Kostic.
Do not let Milik score because it will just hurt.
And Vlahovic.
Oh, not that Serbian git. Dusan Vlahovic.
Pressing their frames.
who was basically being... One Premier League club wants him, aka Arsenal were interested in him, before Juventus snapped him up.
You mentioned that Juve are not in a good moment in terms of their confidence. Well, what a move this is.
Good song! Oh!
They're working from back of
Yep.
good one-touch passing.
Premier League, you need to get better. You need to actually get actual music for when you score a goal. It makes it more fun when you score a goal.
Goalkeeper maybe Skorupski could have done a little bit better in his dive, but
Yep, and 1 point behind is us.
in the game. That's the lead they needed. Now
With a game in hand. Or 2 games in hand.
It's his first goal in 5
Same.
Juventus matches.
Bec-
Fifth in 7
It's
league
because
games.
we was because we were supposed to be playing Liverpool, and then our game got called off the week before we played. We were supposed to play Fulham as well. Yeah, yep. So we've got that, and so but we don't know when that's being. We still don't have any idea when we're going to be playing those games, because it's just going to be April or May.
Played 64 minutes for Argentina.
Man City game, yeah, the Man City game now is being replaced by the PSV game for years.
Quadrado, minutes being managed perhaps here.
So you're,
Players, they've had a lot away on international
yes, so it's going to be hard. So I think a lot of extra games going to be added in April and May.
display with Colombia the other day.
Yeah, 2-0.
So coming on here, players on loan from Juventus.
Oh my days, is he still playing, Gary Medel?
Until tonight comes Silvestri comes off.
Guy Medel, I never. Oh yeah, I thought he retired ages ago. He still plays for Inter. He's on loan.
Try and give him the last half an hour in this game. Good minutes.
Guy Medel.
Makes sense having a little bit more natural width on that right hand side for Juve.
Vignato, you'll notice, has come on there as well. A player who can play on either flank or.
I watched Marseille's last game. They weren't good in the first half, but as soon as the second half came, they came up the traps and won 3-0. But Sanchez didn't get lucky in that game. He didn't even come on, and he was on the bench. He never came.
Again, when Bologna had possession in Juve's half.
Bologna!
Really good move.
Come on, you yellow wizards!
Hopefully now for Juve fans watching this game, you can see their side playing now with freedom.
Don't let it be Milik, because I'm still peed off about him going to Juve. No, because he was on loan at Marseille from Napoli, and then still, while he was on loan, signed for Juventus. Talking off the kit, Milik has actually scored. Oh, I just got eaten my own words. In that one sentence, I just got eaten it seconds later. Arcadius Milik. I just got eaten my own words. I've literally just been ripped a new one.
As they win the ball back, Juve, they keep it alive, and you strike these. The crossbar with a bit of dip. It's a natural dip. It's a natural.
Yeah, and he should be playing for Napoli.
Brilliant. Such a sweet strike.
3 minutes and 38 seconds between the two goals. And again, there's a VAR check.
Oh, he looked onside to me.
He's offside! Offside! You rat! You rat of a referee is offside, rat!
Well, we were talking, weren't we, literally just before they scored the second goal about how that man Allegri is that he has
No, I ain't doing that again.
games where they've got in front and the fans want to see.
I'm just annoyed that Milik scored. He shouldn't be playing for Juventus.
See them protecting necessarily a one-goal lead. They want to see them go out and try and beat teams by 2-3.
Yeah, because Napoli never.
Which is,
Yeah.
on the face of it, the right thing to think if you're a fan and you're a player. But as I said before, when you're low on confidence, you've sometimes just got to grind out some wins. But the second goal in the game.
His was all right because he did what he tried to do. Didn't really do much.
So now they can play with freedom.
It's just.
This is a worrying Bologna performance, isn't it? Very much so. Consider it's his second game.
Or you can bugger that. Paul Mullen can literally go in a blender and be blended into more little chunks.
Yeah, I would agree. But their next
I cannot stand that bloke.
Absolutely huge for them.
I cannot stand that football club. Wrexham, I cannot stand. Hollywood money, and I hope they never get promoted, and hopefully they'll decide, oh, they're not going up, we're going to now leave. No, Wrexham, you better not go up, because you ain't going up, because we are.
The chances are we're not good enough to beat Juve.
Wrexham,
It sounds strange, the form that Juve were in.
Wrexham.
But maybe their battles, the next game against Sampdoria.
Paul Mullen is shite, and he always will be shite.
That for Bologna is a must-win.
No, we're not talking about Stockport, because I've already did my theory on them, and it's coming true.
A team that's achieved great stability in Serie A over
We've only lost one game. We've lost one game.
the last 8 years or so. Only 6 points from their first 7 games is
Yeah, it's even worse than that.
Well, taking a 3-0 loss off Monza.
Yeah, we're third on goal difference. Chesterfield Chesterfield are third, Notts County is second, and Wrexham are top by 2. When both the top 2 play each other on Tuesday, and we play Dagenham, and we can go back top. But we need Notts County to win, which we don't want, but we have to. And pray that we.
You'd have to say right now the favourites are probably Napoli, but we know their track record when they get in good positions at the end
What?
of the season.
Yeah, well, we were chatting to James's beforehand as well, and what we sort of didn't factor in was when the World Cup comes around, how many players thought all of the Serie A sides are going to be either.
He's not offside! He's not onside! Milligan's offside! You know it, VAR! You are a disgrace! You're a disgrace! Italian.
Much needed rest.
You are an absolute disgrace. Bunch of cretins.
If you like, from a neutral perspective, is how sides have maybe surprised us a bit this season. I mean, Napoli. You saw
Bologna!
They're top. Lazio a third. Atalanta have rejuvenated this season, have found their verve and their vigour perhaps again, and they sit.
Udinese come from nowhere.
And then Inter.
We are top of the area. Spalletti can fuck off.
I think that when Napoli lost Senior and Chris Mertens, you thought they were going to be in a bit of trouble, but they found one in Kvaratskhelia.
Hooray! Show them your Real Madrid shite. No! Way! Missed an open goal, did Vlahovic. Serve you right, you Serbian git.
Complicated the finish. He was onside. It was a good run.
Bologna, I have faith that they'll get one.
Pass is good into him. Now he's away. There's no catching him. And he went for the little dinked finish, the harder finish.
Leeds, it can't be worse than Ten Hag conceding 6.
What they would like from this point on, Juve is a clean sheet.
I don't want to be related to my eye. My eye is a shite.
To have no drama in the last 20 minutes of the game, no stress.
Well, Max Allegri
No.
said before the game that a new season begins today. Maybe he's right.
Yeah, you have points in the season when you don't start too well. That's the norm from the conversations from managers to
There you go.
players. Right, listen, our season starts here. Let's put 3 points on the board
Oh.
and go from here.
One thing I will say is, where's Rashid? Oh, yeah, he's crying over them conceding 6. Oh, Erling Haaland, what a legend.
Quadrado. Paredes. Juventus have only won one of their last 4 home matches. They've scored draws.
Oh, oh my. Someone has decided to put onto a mug the result on there, but it's like it's the old teletext. I love that. So you can give that to my iPhone every time he comes over and say, look, what happened here? Yeah. Lacazette's a good player.
20 minutes to go.
46?
Bologna side.
Oh yeah, I got 40. Yeah, I got 46 and 8 for De Bruyne.
They seem to have plenty about them now. Alexandro.
I got 85 points from this week. In the end.
Rabiot somehow got it back, and the block was by shouting. He's been one of Bologna's better players.
Just trying to wriggle through there. Rabiot just trying to work something in the tight area.
I don't. Yeah. Yeah, the reason none of us are doing it because he's already going to score enough points that we don't need to do that.
Still shaking his head.
Yeah, but look at that. He's done himself in the shit 'cause he's got Sinisterra and he got himself sent off, and he's sent off.
More goals. Paredes with the ball in.
Oh, hit the post! Oh, you very shite! Hit the post!
Quadrado. Paredes.
Let's see.
Not sure who had the chance. I wasn't sure if it was Bonucci or Milik, but what a chance it was.
Planted the woodwork.
Gotta check fixtures for.
Alexandro.
Wait. Yeah, and Leeds are playing absolutely dire at the moment, so what's the point of having the Leeds players?
Assuming they see this through, only Juve's 3rd win of the season.
Incredible.
I'm sure Max Allegri would say focus on the positives. Here's Rabiot. He's got a shoot at
So we got.
it, but it was 10.
So next. Ooh. This is going to be interesting. It's going to Chelsea versus Wolves. You've got Bournemouth, Leicester, Man City, Southampton, Newcastle, Brentford, and then you've got Brighton, Tottenham on Saturday. So it's going to be quite hard to find out where the points are going to come from for our teams.
Bologna's only win of the season.
Ah, but Rodri's injured.
Sinisa Mihajlovic beat Fiorentina 2-1.
Yeah, he didn't play today because he got injured.
Watching in the stands that day, but
He literally got injured somehow in training, but nobody knows it was a mysterious injury.
bounce, I think it's fair to say.
And then on the Sunday, you've got Crystal Palace Leeds, which I think Palace will win that. You've got West Ham, Fulham, Arsenal, Liverpool, and Everton, Man United.
You see that Thiago Motta hasn't put his stamp on.
So basically, the games that are going to get people the most points are going to be on Sunday. Because there's more entertaining games.
3 to the back 4 as well.
Come! Bologna!
Arnautovic.
Come on, Bologna! We are gonna score 4, so we're gonna score 4. We are gonna score 4, so we're gonna score 4.
Which is foul. Pop off 10 yards to my left-hand side.
For free to Bologna, 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 for free.
That is so loose. That sums up their night, that. 10 yard.
But you want to know what else is interesting? You've still got you can't change a lot of your team yet because you still got the Monday night game.
Take nothing away from the cross as well from McKennie.
It's an incredible unbeaten run that Juventus are on.
Mitrovic is injured anyway.
22 matches, 18 of them wins.
Haaland.
He's won more Serie A matches
Who?
against Bologna than any other coach.
Who? Aubameyang. Oh no.
Medell's pass.
Yeah, I think the positive
Oh
from what
no.
we've seen so far, not
Come on, Bologna, you bunch of yellow shites. You look like you're eating yellow snow.
In starting games, Moretti, I think, is just about to come on. He's been in fine form. So they're giving minutes to young players.
He's been one of the bright spots.
Oh no, they're bringing on Moise Keane. Bugger off.
He's on the 14
Bugger off.
shortlist for the Golden Boy Award as well. Shouting.
We've still got one game tomorrow, which is Leicester versus Nottingham Forest.
It's come all the way through here, and it's an effort that took a deflection. and
Yeah,
the-
I think Forest will win that.
Diazzo, the player on loan from Juventus, with the shot.
Well, that was a good chance. Good chest and volley.
Oh, you little school flag, you yellow snow kid.
Better from Bologna. Not seen enough of that.
Ah.
Intent.
Yeah, well, that's where you want the game back and you want it to start again and say, well, why didn't we start like this?
Where's Sean's friends in goal? Chesney.
Putting Juve under pressure.
Yeah, he didn't go for Juventus.
Confidence. Been too easy this for Juve.
Go on, put it in the box. Don't go for another corner. Put the ball in the fucking box, you yellow prick. Oh my god, Bologna. You could have just put the ball back in the onion bag, back in the stick. Oh, that was shite.
Situations like that, Dom, tonight, set pieces. And how many have we seen from Bologna?
Boo! Shite. You should be sacked.
Managers, coaches.
Thiago Motta shite.
Drives them mad when you have set plays and you work on set plays over and over again and you can't miss the first man.
Oh, they're bringing Di Cirio on.
So Moretti and Deschilio are going to be coming on here. Rabiot.
Way, Rabiot, you've had a shit game, Rabiot. Why?
Do the swap in midfield. Deschilio is on here as well.
Rob Holding,
Making way.
he's mediocre, and Rob Turning is not really played any games for Arsenal.
Certainly a young midfielder with a bright future, just 19. The Italian under
Yeah.
21 international played 68 minutes with that. 2-0 lost to England for the under 21s.
Come on, Bologna. Come on, Bologna.
Camp early in the end.
Where they brought on Liam Ferguson?
Armish comes on as well. Lewis Ferguson of Scotland.
Oh, Lewis Ferguson they brought on, who used to play for Aberdeen.
From Aberdeen over the summer. He's only had 6 minutes on the pitch so far. Got 20 league goals across the last 2 league seasons. Up in Scotland.
Still 1-1 Real Madrid Osasuna.
Former Rangers and Scotland players.
Come on, come on, Bologna. Can you please get a goal for my soul?
Out of the latest squad, because he wants him to get settled.
Because I just want Bologna to score. Because they deserve it. They've actually been doing alright.
Scotland head coach.
Quite like that from Steve Clark. Good to see some young Scots moving to Serie A as well. Great experience for them.
Du-du-du-du. Du-du-du-du. Bologna.
It certainly benefited Hickey, didn't it?
Oh, come on, Bologna. Actually have a shot on goal.
Fantastic
Shoot!
ball. Play left back or right back. Very versatile.
They've missed him and they've missed him.
Oh, see, this Bologna side does not know the meaning of the word shoot.
Svanberg to Wolfsburg. Those 3 players fetch €50 million.
Oh, they like passing it backwards.
I guess if you're
You're not going to score if you keep going backwards.
Was he then back to go and replace those players? I'm not quite so sure this squad on paper is as good as the one last season. Certainly those three players are all misses.
Yeah, huge misses.
I really like Tayat.
Good player.
Let's move to Liga. Ferguson, having said that, hasn't really had too much opportunity
Yeah.
to impress, has he? Difficult circumstances in which he's introduced tonight by Thiago Motta, but he will, I'm sure, privately be very worried about his performance tonight. Lost the first game, albeit we're
Come
unlucky
on.
to lose that against
Come on, Bologna.
Yeah, I think when
For what?
when his analysis team looks back at this game, they won't dwell on it too much. I think they'll try and bury it as quick as possible. Got to try and stay positive.
Oh, I was hoping you were going to say Bologna have a penalty. Get me hopes up.
Maybe look at more attacking phases rather than the defending.
Because Bologna doesn't even look like they're going to have any shots on goal at this rate. Because they keep going booming backwards all the time.
They need to do a lot more.
Uretti. Tried a difficult ball.
They're good at, they're all right at defending, but they just can't attack.
Reminder, we've got more live Serie A tomorrow night. Verona up against Udinese, who've had a really good start to the season.
Yep, I do have a stream for tomorrow, which is on my schedule, which is I think it's Lazio versus Fiorentina, or whatever it is what I've got tomorrow, so I think I've got a stream on.
That should be in how.
Yeah, I think I've got a game on tomorrow, but I think I'm just trying to check my schedule, because I've got a schedule set out.
Napoli
Yeah, I've got none for Monday. It's Tuesday's Napoli game against Ajax.
on Tuesday.
Wednesday's Chelsea AC Milan, and on Thursdays, oh great, Hearts Fiorentina, oh great. That one's just gonna be stress. It's the following Monday, a week tomorrow. I've got Fiorentina versus Lazio on following Monday to do.
Settled in well.
Because I'm picking games that I think might be entertaining.
Taking the warm round of applause from the crowd and
Boo! Milik, you should be playing for Napoli, not for Juventus. You absolute
Perfect.
disgrace.
On the left foot, laces.
We didn't sell you, and you should have left. You can't leave a club while you're on loan.
in an interview recently, Milik, that he came close
Because
to
your loan hadn't
in
ended.
the past. But it just didn't quite work out, but the talks were there. €7 million apparently the option, the fee. On the
Oh, come on, Bologna. You got 9 minutes to get me a goal. Get me a goal and make me happy.
Take up that option.
I just want Bologna just to get a goal.
Always keen his career get going. I think there's definitely a player in there. Just not started too many games. Not had quite the impact. Maybe a young player suffering.
Oh yay, RC Lens, because I think if I am correct, I think a certain Premier League legend has played for them. Yeah, no, he's played for their rivals. Because their rivals is called Le Mans, which is famous for the Le Mans 24-hour race.
Critics, Don, will say,
Their football club, the rivals of RC Lens, it's been played by the legend, which is DJ Drogba. Yeah, so Drogba basically played for their rivals for 2 years. Then after that went to Gampa, I think it's called Gumpas, whatever they're called in France. And then he went to Marseille then us. But I've heard of nearly all the French teams he's played for, it's just that one's just hard to pronounce. Some of them.
Have they got the belief? Have they got the quality to go to San Siro and turn over Milan?
Drogba made his professional debut for Le Mans at the age of 18. That's the team he started his career at. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so their rival. Yeah. So now you've learned something. Le Mans is the rivals of Lens, but they haven't faced each other in a while since Lens have been promoted.
3 minutes in with no stress, no drama, you're winning 3-0. He takes it all day long.
Go on! Go on! Shoot! Oh, you dickhead!
He is.
Oh, I thought the goal was going to happen, but he absolutely skied it. Oh.
You can see his intentions there, Orsolini trying to bend it into the bottom left-hand corner as he's looking.
Well, he thought it was a goal, didn't he? He thought his clean sheet was disappearing.
We've still not heard from you know who about all that. Yeah, because he's literally crying.
He comes across as a character, Allegri, where you'd want to sit down and chat with him for hours about the game. He's a fascinating character to me.
A lot.
He's probably one of them where if you play under him, I would imagine you'd absolutely love him. Protects his players well.
Blue, because Chelsea are the best team in London.
This is the first time in 4 seasons that Juventus have started a
I just said it was the best team in London. Chelsea.
Sarri in 2019, Pirlo in 2020, Allegri returning in 2021. And when you look at the names and the profile,
Best team in London, Chelsea.
Is it any wonder really that Juve have looked as
No, Chelsea, the best team in London.
in cohesion as they have done really? Completely different demands from those coaches.
And at times, when you look at Juve over the years, they were quite aging, weren't they, some of the players?
Or what about Champions League? They won't get out the group stages if they're not careful, like we will. But that's just it.
At least there's been a bit of intent in the last few minutes from Bologna.
They got
Too little, too late though, really.
Yeah.
Different scores. 3 well-taken goals. They have largely dominated. They've only lost 1
Yeah.
9 league games against
But
Bologna.
yeah.
28 of them.
But
29.
I was just thinking there, watching Allegri. I think I was Newcastle a few months ago talking about his relationship with these players. And not many players would play basketball with Paul Pogba. But he does, Allegri. Has that relationship with his players.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I know Stefano Pioli is a big basketball fan.
There you go.
Maybe they can have a chat about it at San Siro next
I know that from when we were at school. I know that from experience. I know from when we were at school. No, I did. I know what you said because it happened at school. I know he couldn't swim then. I know. I just said I knew that, but it's nothing to be ashamed of. If you can't do it, you can't do it. A lot of people can't swim.
Who are your favourites for the title? I don't think they asked you that.
Well, dear me, I mean, you're asking at the moment. It's nigh on impossible.
Yeah. Probably not a fair question.
No, it's easy to look at the top of the league and think Napoli, but there's so many contenders.
No. If you want to go with the biggest, Liverpudlian, it's Paddy Pimlet.
Wide open. It's one of many reasons why Serie A is such a brilliant watch.
Nah, if you want to go with one of the biggest scouts is going, it's Paddy Pimlet. He likes to big up Liverpool and everything.
That Milan game with all those goals in added time. Inter turned over by Mourinho. Did you see that Instagram story that he...
We're not going to find out because we're not going to be there.
Yeah.
He's come alive on social media, Jose, hasn't he?
Alexandro!
Whoa! Have that, Alexandro.
His reaction suggests he feels he should have done better.
He should have. Should have scored, especially on his left foot there. Angle was slightly against him. It's one of them where if he actually pulls it...
He did it in nearly like 200 games less. Oh, which was crazy.
Talking of Jose and that Instagram video he put up of him watching the game in the Winnebago yesterday, how I can only wish.
Because the best player in the league can be.
When he was in the laundry basket.
He is because he's.
Can you imagine?
He is because he's going to have the most goals and he's literally going to blow everyone out of the water with goals.
You can just imagine this, the camera just popping up at
Well,
the
the
top
fact
of
that we're talking about
Roy's
Jose
the best for
Instagram is
assisting,
story in
but not
itself, isn't it?
not the best like scoring wise. But them two are just lethal together.
Wonder if they're contenders this season, Roma. Have they got it in them?
Well, the players that they brought in, I think the expectation in Rome would be that they should be, wouldn't it? Bringing in
Whoever's after
the names they have done.
the next best player in the league, the next best player in the next best player in the Premier, it's going to be whoever's second in the rankings for the top goal scorer.
I think VAR might check it.
Orsolini. That's Bologna's best chance.
He's playing a good poker game, Arnautovic. He's not looking at the referee. He's got his head down.
Put his hand to his ear there, the referee.
Everywhere,
Normal time.
everywhere. That's good.
So these sort of scenarios. When
Oh,
they're
if-
the ball, I think
uh,
that's a possible one. An awful
yeah.
lot more against Sam. More penetration, more forward passes.
Less of that.
That's just desperation.
Oh, you might hate me. Jones gonna hate me for this, but I would say because he's second top goal scorer at the moment, it has to be Harry Kane.
No, I think the referee got it right. I think he went down a little bit easily. I think he was just off balance there.
Due
Moretti.
because according to goals, he's second to Haaland, so it makes him second best. It makes him. Yeah,
He would have done if it was 0-0.
yeah, but if we're doing it,
True.
if you. Or I'm going to put him up there because no one gives him an opportunity. I'll put Mitrovic up there.
The result this is for Juventus having gone 5 games without a win.
No, Mitrovic would be in the conversation because he can play well.
Angle was always against him, but good link-up play. Quadrado and Vlahovic. Just took it a little bit wide, that touch there. He's scanning for options in the box. And on the angle, he thought, I'll go for power.
But we got a player as well who can do stuff like that. His name's called Thiago Silva.
With the headlines they were making ahead of the game.
Well, confidence, that's the biggest thing, and obviously the result, performance you can take from this. That's all that manager wants. He wants his team to play well. Thought process, if you play well, you got more chance of winning games. They've done it well, been professional. He's got the harder job, I think, Thiago Motta, trying to salvage any sort of positives from this game, going into the Samp game. Because there's not many he can take.
Boo! Now,
Foul, obvious yellow cards.
are we even in the conversation? Or we're 12th for one of our players, Sterling.
Yeah, and also for Allegri, he's got his main men scoring goals. He's got Costa.
I don't even know. Yeah, he's our top goal scorer.
Confidence.
And it was so important going into that big Champions League game during the week that they got an important result tonight, and they have done. Juventus.
Full time, folks.
On faces in Turin, and were missing last month.
Full time, folks. Bologna 0, Juventus 0. Like, subscribe, and the notification, get it, and I'll see you guys on Tuesday